Years are a great time for your child to gain practical experience in managing finances. Perhaps he or she already has a summer job lined up. A free checking account at Derry State Bank can help teens learn to set a budget, track spending, use a debit card, make deposits, and more. Plus, parents are account co-owners and have the ability to supervise the learning process. Give us a call today. Derry State Bank. Banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Smiling is how you share joy and happiness with the world. So when our children needed orthodontic treatment, we wanted them to have the best experience possible, which is why we chose Crystal Orthodontics. The personalized braces and Invisalign treatments fit easily into our active schedules, and the care we received was outstanding and even fun. Their new smiles are amazing, and Crystal Orthodontics definitely earned our trust. There's nothing better than seeing our kids share beaming, confident smiles in all of life's moments.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
TMS Tire and Auto is a proud sponsor of the Menomonie Mustangs. Family owned since 1978, TMS Tire and Auto has 5 locations in Baldwin, Boyceville, Hudson, New Richmond, and Menomonie, and can serve all your automotive needs. Visit us online at tmstireandauto.com or call us at 715-235-9119 to schedule your appointment today. Go Mustangs!
Red Cedar Automotive is your home for car shopping on a budget. With a wide selection, they're bound to have what you need. From work trucks to family cars, they truly have it all. They'll get you in your dream car faster with easy in-house financing. These deals won't last forever, so visit them at 1221 North Broadway Street in Menomonie or check them out at redcedarautomotive.com.
Hello, basketball fan. Welcome into Menomonie High School Big Rivers Conference matchup. This is a big showdown here tonight. Top team in the Big Rivers. Eau Claire Memorial 6-0. The Mustangs 5-1 in conference play. Alongside Storm Harmon, I'm Chad Zutter. Abby Lake on the camera here tonight. We'll be bringing you the broadcast here. Coming up on our TMS Tire and Auto and Crystal Orthodontics pregame show. We'll talk with head coach Tyra Swanson. We'll get starting lineups, keys to the game, and opening tip set for 7:15. We're going to be a little tardy behind that. JV game went long, so probably more for a 7:20, 7:25 type tip we're looking at here tonight from Menomonie High School. For now, we'll step aside. We'll be back with head coach Tyra Swanson, talk about this game and more right after this. You're watching Mustangs TV. TMS Tire and Auto is a proud sponsor of the Menomonie Mustangs. Family owned since 1978, TMS Tire and Auto has 5 locations in Baldwin, Boyceville, Hudson, New Richmond, and Menomonie, and can serve all your automotive needs. Visit us online at tmstireandauto.com or call us at 715-235-9119 to schedule your appointment today. Go Mustangs! Back with you on the pregame show, Mustangs TV, sponsored by TMS Tire and Auto and Crystal Orthodontics. Join us, head coach Tyra Swanson for the Menomonie Mustangs. You guys on a pretty good winning streak. We talked about it last week. 5-0, now 6 in a row after your victory this last Tuesday. Take us through obviously you're playing good basketball, but this whole streak here, it's been kind of a nice way to get into not just the season, but the conference season. You're kind of playing basketball really well to start the conference season.
Yeah, it's been fun, especially the past 3 games here. Getting a nice one from New Richmond, just a good team win, getting everybody in that game, and then on Alaska, just battling through that one there, and then bringing it back on Tuesday against Chippewa. Again, another really great team win there, and got out there with a big win. And then heading into our final first round of the night against Memorial, first round of the conference against Memorial tonight. We're feeling good.
Yeah, you guys, conference standings here, Memorial, the last team left unbeaten at 6-0. You and Hudson both at 5-1. So obviously, probably one of your biggest, if not biggest, challenges of the year. You do get them at the home to start this season. Tell us what you know about a team that we were talking about before this interview. We know they're deep. They play 10 deep. They know there's players off the bench that can score for them. Tell us, kind of give the skinny on the Memorial Old Apes.
Yeah, they're a really athletic team. I think we're going to match up really well against them tonight. We got a really athletic team too. They have a 6-footer down low, Shaw. She is not Shaw, Welsh. She's going to look to post up. She's really good at screening and rolling and finding the gaps down low. And then Shaw, number 2, super athletic, gets to the rim well, handles the ball well, really good defender for them. And then they have a freshman off the bench, number 30, who's produced a lot for them this year. So she's going to be one to stop too. And then 24 is a knockdown shooter for them. So really athletic group.
Yeah, with a group like this, I know your style, run and gun, kind of fast paced. Their style is the same. Are we going to see from both squads trying to play that same game? Or do you have some wrinkles maybe worked in to try to maybe slow them down, like teams try to slow you down? How is that as far as how you guys approach the game as a coaching staff?
Yeah, they are really good at their run and jump defense, and they like to trap at half court. We're going to put that right back at them and see how they handle that, and then throw some different defensive presses at them too. And then Stevens Point's been their only loss of the year. Watched a lot of that film, scope out what they did, and kind of put that to them too.
Well, appreciate your time here in the pregame show. Good luck this evening, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
We'll continue the pregame on Mustangs TV.
Smiling is how you share joy and happiness with the world. So when our children needed orthodontic treatment, we wanted them to have the best experience possible, which is why we chose Crystal Orthodontics. The personalized braces and Invisalign treatments fit easily into our active schedules, and the care we received was outstanding and even fun. Their new smiles are amazing, and Crystal Orthodontics definitely earned our trust. There's nothing better than seeing our kids share beaming, confident smiles in all of life's moments.
Back with you here on the TMS Tire and Auto and Crystal Orthodontics pregame show. And before we get into starting lineups, let's bring our color analyst here, Storm Harmon, former head coach here for the Menomonie Mustangs. Storm, I know you got kind of your scout sheet. You just, you're scouting as a coach. Now you come up in the broadcast booth, you do the same thing. It's nice to bring that back up here and kind of tell us the scout you got here from head coach Brandon Fanning on these Old Clint Memorial Old Apes.
Yeah, Coach Fanning, incredible coach. His teams play extremely hard, super disciplined, and year out it's that way. He's been blessed with some really great athletes these last couple of years, and they're a really fun team to watch. Now as a spectator, a lot more difficult when you're a coach trying to prepare for him. But like he mentioned to me, his girls are going to get up and down, do a great job in their full court run and jump press. They give you a little initial pressure out of it, and then they try and get you a little bit later in their trap. So it's a little bit different wrinkle than maybe what our girls see each day in practice with what we do or some of the other traditional run and jumps. Big thing is keeping the ball middle of the floor against them. If you can handle that initial pressure, they've been known to take it off, and that kind of gets you a little bit more rhythm into the game. But if they see some blood in the water, they're going to keep going after you. Shaw, Paulmeyer, Kling, those guards are really special. I think a big reason why that all works, though, is Welsh is so good in the middle. She cleans up most of the glass. Hard to get off the ground and move her anywhere. So if we can get her in some early foul trouble from Menomonie's side or keep Bert on the floor, that will kind of have a big impact on the game one way or the other. but a bunch of great athletes. They're going to throw 10 girls out there plus that can really play the game at a high level. Fun group to watch, so we'll have our hands full from that side of things. And talking with Coach Swanson prior to the game too, I think she's got it locked in pretty good. Telling her girls that they're just going to keep being them. Keep being them, that's what's got them to this point. They played some really good teams up to this point of the season, not only in Hudson and Rice Lake in conference play, but in their non-con, they played teams still that are very similar to an Eau Claire Memorial, from the full court pressure to valuing every possession to how much a turnover is magnified in a live ball situation. They played 3 games in a row against some, one non-con in the middle there, but played 3 games in the last 5 days here and looked good. Sierra Oth got a little bump and bruise on her ankle there. Hopefully she's good to go because she'll be a good athlete that can compete with those girls on the other side. Big thing for us too is we really haven't shot it great from the outside recently, so I think we're due. So if the girls can find a way to get a little bit hot from the outside, that'll have a nice impact because, again, that calms the defense. You can't be as aggressive if you're giving up some open looks on the offensive end from 3. But it should be an exciting game. Both teams very well prepared. I think you hit it on the head. It's a 6-0 conference team versus a 5-1 conference team. So really exciting. And I also love Friday nights when the pep band's here, and we got them here tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say, we got one of our best crowds of the year. Storm, every game I've been at, I think this is the #1 as far as fan attendance.
For sure.
This is a great atmosphere right here. We're at about probably 65-70% coverage of the stands right now, so very good attendance here. We still got a few minutes here before tip as well. That one matchup you mentioned here, Brooklyn Burt and Raina Welch, that's one that'd be fun to watch here tonight. Both down low, and both are very good basketball players, so that would be a fun matchup here to watch. Well, we got a few minutes here. Let's take one more 30-second break, and we'll be back with the starting lineups right after this. You're watching Mustangs TV.
Communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Back with you here on the TMS Tire and Auto Crystal Orthodontics pregame show, and we got time to run down our starting lineups here this evening. First, we'll start, as you see the Menomonie Mustangs on your screen, we'll start with the visiting team, the Eau Claire Memorial Old Aves, again 12-1 coming into tonight's game overall, 6-0 in conference play. They will go this way: 5'7" junior number 2 Rhea Shaw, 5'8" sophomore number 5 Marla Ferguson, 5'10" senior number 10 Ashlyn Schroeder, 5'7" junior number 22 Lydia Palmier, and a 6' senior number 40 Raina Welsh. The Old Aves coached by Brandon Fanning in his 11th season. Now for the Mustangs, 9-5 overall, 5-1 in BRC. They will go this way: 5'9" senior number 5 Sierra Oth, 5'8" junior number 21 Reese Barfnick, 6' senior number 22 Brooklyn Burt, also known as BB. Number 24, a 5'8" sophomore Jordan Ullman, and a 5'4" senior number 33 Cortland Greeley. Mustangs coached by first-year head coach Tyra Swanson. The officials, as assigned by the Big Rivers Conference Commissioner for tonight's game: Tyler Shore, Garrett Larson, and Travis Luby. And we'll talk about the other matchups around the BRC here this evening. And we'll have Hudson at River Falls. Actually, is that Hudson at Rice Lake? I got River Falls. I'll have to look at that one. I got it's either River Falls or Rice Lake at Eau Claire North, and then Chippewa at New Richmond. Let's get that one up here. We'll tell you in a second, but it's going to be River Falls at Hudson, or Hudson at Rice Lake, and River Falls at Eau Claire North. There we go. Got my RF and RL mixed up there, Storm. And we talked about here conference standings: Memorial 6-0, Menomonie and Hudson both at 5-1, Rice Lake at 4-2, North and River Falls both at 2-4, and New Richmond and Chippewa Falls both at 0-6. But one of them will get a win here tonight, as again Chippewa Falls at New Richmond. Send her down to the PA announcer for the reading of the public address announcer, and then we'll have the national anthem. Be back with opening tip right after this. Menomonie Pep Band with playing of our national anthem here on the floor, and hopefully they hang around. We'll see. Haven't seen them leave yet. And they're still out there. Maybe we'll get a little halftime show to them as well, Storm. But yeah, the other game we'll be watching here, and actually I just pulled it up. I think the Mustangs were up early. We see this same matchup on the boys' side, obviously at the opposite side at Memorial. Right now the Mustangs up 9-7, 12 minutes left in the first half in that one, so they're just a couple minutes in. And Mustangs now 11-7 on that one. We don't want to do play-by-play on that one there.
We're everywhere
keep the
tonight,
play-by-play here. But Mustangs off to a nice start there against a good squad on the boys' side as well. Memorial, the conference favorites, not just in girls, also in boys as well. So that'll be a good matchup here for the Mustangs on both the boys and the girls' side. And we get the introduction. Well, it hasn't been every game. We've been about 50-50, I think, Storm, on this Chicago Bulls type introduction. But nice night here. And again, we talked about it a couple minutes left in the pregame show. This is a phenomenal crowd here tonight, Storm. Probably the best crowd here tonight. This is going to have probably a tournament type atmosphere here at the moment. And let's hope we see a real good quality game and see if the Mustangs can give the Old Abes their first conference defeat of the season. No numbers from the Old Abes on WisSports.com, so we can't really give you much on their team or player stats. We'll run down the Mustang stats. Leading the team right now and scoring is Brooklyn Bird at 15.1 points per game. Omen at 13.9, right behind her. Bruce Barfnick at 6.3. Greeley and Haas both around 5.5 points per game. Same with Sierra Oth as well. Mustangs averaging right in the mid-50s as far as points per game, shooting around 40% from the field, 27% from the three-point line. We talked about it, kind of one of the keys to the game. Mustangs, they got to hit from distance here tonight to try to win this one.
Yep, you're going to have to knock some down.
In the air, we're underway. 7:28, our official tip time. Ullman will play point here to start. Man defense applied from the Old Abes, and we do see the band exit here after the opening tip, so they'll be done. And there's our first turnover of the game. I thought that might have been a kick, but the officials are going to say that was inadvertent. So Old Abes going to push it the other way. Shaw on the wing. She'll pump fake. She does a great job to get to the basket, and we see it right there.
Yeah, they do a nice job spreading the floor, really getting to the rim.
Head coach Tyra Swanson, she talked about in the pregame show, Shaw does a great job of getting to the basket. That's one of her premier skills, and we saw it right there to start. Omen trying to match it on the other side, and she does. So Omen now with a bucket. Shaw and Greeley, that'll be a good athletic matchup out top. Greeley quick as a cat out there, a very good defensive player. Shaw very athletic as well. So you got two super athletic girls playing against each other. Who's going to win this one? We'll find out.
Yeah, this will be one of the more athletic games that we see all season.
Yeah, and Greeley wants that one back. She couldn't catch the rebound, and then Welsh gobbled her up and dropped her in.
Interesting matchups to start the game here with Welsh not on BB for us, but then vice versa. We have her on Welsh.
We're going to reach and foul here. First call of the game going to be on the Old Abes. They're going to get Palmier with that one.
A lot of that is, too, sometimes coaches will create some cross matchups because that allows you to get some post-ups with your post if you don't traditionally have that same player guarding each other.
Cora Graham has checked in here, the junior for the Old Abes. Sophomore Ullman now. She's going to try to get to the bucket again. A little
mistake.
Jumper in the lane drops her in. She starts hot. 2 buckets to start for Ullman.
Oh, wait, court.
And a steal by Greeley. Burt in.
So one thing that's interesting, too, and Coach Swanson hit on the head about being them, Memorial hasn't been pressured by a lot of teams. Part of it is because their athleticism scares teams. But we do what we do, and we do it pretty well. So it'll be interesting to see what gives.
Burt's going to get called for a reach in there. And we talked about it in the pregame, with Memorial having depth like they do, they don't have to worry a ton about foul trouble. The Mustangs, probably not as much depth, so you get Brooklyn or Cortland, Greeley into that foul trouble, then we might have an issue here, but well, you don't see Nora Kling on the bench. That's what you were trying to tell me. That's because she's out on the court. No, she's not on the court. That's number 5 Ferguson with the bucket. But yeah, that'd be a big miss. Maybe she's at the scores table and we can't see her. But yeah, if there's number 3 Nora Kling, that's a good catch there. Missed by the Mustangs. Boy, that'd be a huge player not in uniform for the Old Abes here tonight. Block.
He's strong here.
Wisely should probably pull this one out. No numbers, and Oth double teamed. She's going to go try to overtop, but not there. Mustangs didn't have numbers there. Kind of pushed it.
And those are some of the possessions that we probably want to have back here, where it's okay to get the push, but if we don't have it against good teams, it's just important to get a good shot and a quality possession.
Baseline drive, kick to Shaw. She'll trigger a distance 3 from the corner. No Welsh, they'll put back, and Brooklyn Burt's going to be whistled for her second. That's going to send Holsuter to the scores table, and Brooklyn Burt's going to have to sit for a little while. We got two Old Abes and 2 Mustangs set to check in here. Welsh already with a bucket. 2 free throws upcoming. First one rattles out. Haas also into the game here. Yeah, Nora Kling here, one of the freshmen for the Old Abes that sees some time. I think she put a 30-burger up earlier this season, if I'm correct. Or
yeah, just recently
31, like last week. I saw that on the news, and we do not see number 3 on the bench or on the floor, so not sure the situation there, but that would be advantage Menomonie. One of 2 there for Welsh. 1-point lead for Memorial. Greeley a nice drive, and she gets it to drop in.
Nice little lefty there. And that's the old adage too, like you're going to see a lot of extended pressure from Memorial also in the half court. You got to attack pressure with pressure. Something's going to give them. Really good job by Court getting downhill, getting those shoulders there, and good strong left-hand finish.
Nice job underneath. Off the bench comes Adams, and she gets a bucket. Good post move for her. Holman hits Greeley on a cut. Trying to back down her defender. Greeley playing a little post there. Wasn't able to get it to go, and here come the Old Abes the other way. Pushing it is Palmier. Still with her dribble. She'll pull it out. Underneath, drops it off, and a bucket again for Adams. She's got 4 off the bench. We're going to have a timeout. Head coach Tyra Swanson will be back right after this on Mustangs TV.
Red Cedar Automotive is your home for car shopping on a budget. With a wide selection, they're bound to have what you need. From work trucks to family cars, they truly have it all. They'll get you in your dream car faster with easy in-house financing. These deals won't last forever, so visit them at 1221 North Broadway Street in Menomonie or check them out at redcedarautomotive.com.
Back with you here on the court. Menomonie Mustangs basketball hosting the 6-0 conference leaders, the Old Abes, I should say. Mustangs hoping to be 6-1 after night. If they get a victory, Old Abes would have the same record after this ball game tonight in conference. And we're going to have an off-the-ball foul. And head coach Brandon Fannin not happy with that one at all.
First on Shaw.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Shaw with that one. Fanning was visually displeased with that one. Hands in the air.
Nice.
Nice. I know the bounce play, and Haas is going to finish to perfection. Mustangs within a point now. This matchup on the boys' side right now, the Old Abes lead 22-16 with 6 minutes left over at the Eagles' Nest. And we're going to have a double dribble. We'll give it back to the Mustangs. Old Abes, just 2 turnovers. Mustangs 1 so far. Marlette will check in here. Back in for the Old Abes is Welsh. Also checking in was Palmier. And the Old Abes, their only loss this season was to start the year at Stevens Point. They lost 50-37. Since then, they've won 12 in a row. Ball knocked away and stolen out top, and Welsh trying to get a transition bucket. Too much on it. Loose ball. Going to go out of bounds. Who's it off?
Going to stay purple.
It is going to stay to the Old Apes.
Good hustle by Marlette there. Does a great job of that off of the bench. Flies around, gives some good energy. Those turnovers, though, in the half court, those are the ones we got to eliminate here.
We have a holding call for Haas underneath. And they'll keep it there to the Old Abes. They'll trigger it in underneath. Almost a 5-second call there. Welsh against Haas. Good defense. She bottles her up. Shaw trying to get to the rim. Kicks it out. Palmier 3 too much.
There you go.
And ball out of bounds. Going to go to the Mustangs. So Mustangs chance to take the lead here on this possession.
Little horns look here coming now. See if we can get Jordan going downhill. Switching.
Ullman finally gets past her defender, tries to jump her in the lane, rattles away. Now Shaw going to push it. Got a 3-on-3, can't get the layup, but she will draw the foul and head to the line. We're going to get with this one here. I think they got Marlette with that one. They did.
Yeah, Shaw's first step's pretty special. It covers a lot of ground, and it's just quicker than most people.
Yeah, Off is set to check in here. And with this pace, Storm, we got to expect we're going to see both teams shooting bonus free throws in this first half.
Yep.
Shaw, first one up and down.
And both coaches know, too, because of their style of play, you kind of bank on that happening during the game, so you're hoping that your style of play overcomes some of those fouls later on, but you know it's just going to happen.
Shaw's second one on its way. That one comes up short. Rebound to Marlette. And up ahead here, Greeley. Greeley with her dribble, picks it up over to Oth. Oth over to Ullman. 12 to go. Ullman trying to get past Shaw. Her pass deflected. Oth will scoop up the loose ball. Trying to get it inside to Haas, not there. Back out to Marlette. And Mustangs running their offense without Brooklyn Bird on the bench with 2 fouls, and Shaw will get the steal. Going to go coast to coast. Too much on the layup. Ullman with the miss.
Eyes up. Got her.
She's got Haas in transition. She'll lay it in. What a nice finish there, Ellie Haas.
Good left, strong.
Good control there. As a deflection by Ullman's going to keep it to the Old A's. But she did a great job there. Calm with the ball. Didn't hurry herself. You see a lot of players that, in that type of pace would kind of overlay it, get too excited. Haas, great job of just staying calm and finishing.
Yes, the tale of two stories there. That hustle by Marlette just to contest Shaw at the finish. Gave a little strong layup, so we got the rebound, able to push. Allie was on her way back to help on defense, but sometimes it helps to be that, what they call it, snowbirding. You've heard that? Most people call it cherry picking.
Cherry picking, yeah. Snowbirding, yeah.
Snowbirding,
Yeah.
there's something new here.
Yeah.
I think we busted Flamingo out last week.
Yes, we did, yeah. Well, yeah, every week I'm learning new terminology, new basketball terminology from head coach Storm Harmon, old head coach, I should say. Well, Ullman now to the lane. She'll get fouled. First, Bill's distributing free throw line trip is upcoming.
Good take.
Well, we got to get some of those replays sponsored by Mike's Hill Insurance going here.
We'll get there.
We've had some troubles with that recently, but we'll get some up here. This first one by Ullman is up and down. Need some log jam threes tonight as well. Little rotation there for the Old Abes, and with this pace too, we've seen subs quite frequently. Ullman cannot get the second one to drop in. Transition, boy, good. Fast basketball, but not able to handle it underneath. It was Ferguson, kicks it out, open three, knocked down. It still works for Graham and the Old Abes. So they'll retake the lead here. It's been back and forth. Mustangs and Old Abes. Both teams man-to-man. Both teams have pressed. Both teams have caused turnovers on the press.
Yeah, this is a game where you just want to hang in there. Just keep hanging with them. Hopefully a little home cooking prevails at the end.
A little home rim, hopefully, too. You get a little friendly rolls. You'd like that. Cross-court pass off. Thought about a three.
Nice close out there. Nice Schroeder.
Menomonie running offense here, taking their time here offensively. Another thing you want to do kind of in this, every possession is so critical when you're, trying to beat a good team. Ullman, tough jumper, gets it to go. Wow. Ullman having a heck of a start to tonight. She's got 7 already, and that was a tough jumper she just knocked down.
Yeah, she has it rolling right now. She's coming off a Tuesday night performance with 24 against Chippewa. There we go.
There's a turnover there. And Mustangs playing right along with the Old Abes in this quick-paced game. Ullman trying to stay hot, almost banks it home. Barfnick grabs the miss, loose ball. Going to stay to Menomonie. Shaw and Greeley back in. Coming in for the first time here for the Old Abes is going to be Kaylee. Checking out Ferguson and Schroeder for the Old Apes. Triggering it in. Here's Barfnick. She gets it to Auth. Baseline. Ullman.
Hit one.
Really good look up top. Log jam 3 swish.
How do I? Way to look opposite by Jordan there in the short porch that she was in.
Mustangs lead by 3. Good atmosphere here tonight. Full crowd on this near side, half filled up on the far side. Kaylee traveled. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought that might have been a shuffle of the feet. The late whistle, but the right call. Turnover, Old Apes.
Really like the long arm closeouts right now that Menomonie's showing to the three-point shooters for Memorial, making them put it on the ground. Midline's been pretty intact, so again, it's putting a little bit more pressure on the ball handler.
Now, doing this without Brooklyn Burt, I mean, she's been on the bench for the last 6-7 minutes, Storm, at foul trouble, and the other players right now picking up the slack. Holtz-Cedar underneath, bounce out to Auth. She's got an open 3, banks it in. Late on a Friday night, log jam 3, bank is open. Mustangs, largest lead either side, Mustangs by 6.
Stay.
Shaw into the lane. She'll drop it off the glass and in. And a quick timeout. Head coach Brandon Fanning. We'll be back on Mustangs TV right after this. Chad Zutter, Storm Harmon, Abby Lake on the camera here tonight for us, back in the broadcast booth. And Mustangs leading here at Menomonie. We see this matchup on the boys' side just hit halftime. Old Abe's 30, Mustangs 26 on the boys' side.
A little money action maybe.
And Ullman with the basketball. Still don't see Brooklyn Bird in there.
Yeah, Coach Watson's been pretty conservative all season so far.
Foul trouble, and she's doing it. And right now, you don't really need to. Greeley inside tries to drop it in. Holtz-Cedar can't grab the offensive board. Shaw scoop it up, and she's going to be double teamed in the backcourt. Finally gets away. That could have been trouble there.
There we go.
And another turnover. Memorial with a shuffle of the feet. They're 2 possessions in a row.
Vegas closeouts coming through. So it's a little drill out there.
We'll get some other matchup scores here. Huskies and Wildcats on the girls' side right now. 8 minutes left in that one.
A little 1-3-1 wrinkle, maybe.
Yeah, defensively a little switch here for the Old Abes. You're right, a little 1-3-1 look. Mustangs going to have to adjust here.
Nami, just get organized. Again, no rush to score. You want to get a good look.
And Shaw now transition, jumper, near side. Drive, dish, and finish there by Graham. Pick over near side. That's going to be a turnover as the Mustangs give it back. Chance for the Old Abes to tie or take the lead here. Corner 3, off the mark.
Win it.
That's going to be off the Old Abes, off the Mustangs. Old Abes will keep it. Marlette in.
Nice wrinkle by Coach Fanning here. Menomonie kind of had it rolling a little bit, threw a counter at us right now, so let's see if we can get it organized the next time down and find a good possession.
Just tuning in, this has been a close game pretty much the whole way. Mustangs led by 6 at the most. I think it was 21-15 moments ago, but you can see the Old Abe's right back into it. That was a shot to give them the lead if they can knock her down. Nope, rebound to Greeley. And Greeley quickly up into the front court. She's going to try to go coast to coast, turns it over. Good idea, just was a little out of control there. They're trying to do maybe just a touch too much.
Yep.
Haas back in here for Menomonie. Old Abe's turned it over a few times against this Mustangs press. So it's been effective here. We haven't seen the Mustangs really give up a whole lot of offense off that defensive full court press either. Old Abe's have had maybe 1 or 2 looks.
Yep.
Open 3 near side off the mark for Palmier, and we're going to have an off the ball foul. I think they're going to get Welsh with that one. They are, so that'll give the ball to the Mustangs. And looks like the Old Abe's going to stay in that 1-3-1 Storm. They've been manned most of this game, but that 1-3-1 came out a few possessions ago. Nice pass underneath Oth. Her shot blocked on the reverse layup, and so we'll stay to Menomonie. Now, we haven't seen Brooklyn Burt since, what, about 15 minutes?
Yeah, I don't know if we'll see the rest of this half.
Don't really, I mean, heck, if the score stays like it is and Menomonie continues to keep the lead, you have really no reason to gamble at that point.
Yeah, coach's mindset's probably to keep it within 2-3 possessions. You're probably comfortable her sitting the rest of this half.
Toss underneath. She's been a nice replacement here for Bird at the moment. Allman. A nice finish from Allman, strong underneath. She's got 9 leads all scores.
Good find by Haas there.
Shaw now in transition. She'll bounce it near side. And thought it might have left her feet. The other side of the gym thought the same thing, Storm, but no whistle. They're going to keep it.
I got to go with that front row of the student section. They were pretty confident.
Yeah, they were, weren't they? That's good help. Stolen by Greeley from the weak side. Great defense.
And good push. Get another one. There we go.
Back to a 6-point lead.
We might have a replay.
Yeah, we need a replay on that one for sure. You're right. Next dead ball, we'll get a Mike Sell Insurance replay on that one. Mustangs playing some phenomenal basketball at the moment.
Oh.
And Haas pokes it into the backcourt. They still got to get it across, finally do. Corner 3,
big board.
Palmier, no good.
Easy here.
You got to tell Storm, you know, you're hoping, talking to this game, you want Mustangs to shoot the ball well. On the other side of that, Memorial hasn't shot the ball well. And Mustangs go inside. They're hitting everything right now. Ullman, another bucket up by 8. Timeout. Old Abe's will be back in 30 seconds. TMS Tire and Auto is a proud sponsor of the Menomonie Mustangs. Family owned since 1978, TMS Tire and Auto has 5 locations in Baldwin, Boyceville, Hudson, New Richmond, and Menomonie, and can serve all your automotive needs. Visit us online at tmstireandauto.com or call us at 715-235-9119 to schedule your appointment today. Go Mustangs! Yeah, back with you here on Mustangs TV. We got time for that the Mike Sell Insurance replay here on that last transition bucket by Jordan Ullman, and we've seen Ullman underneath. She's hitting everything right now.
Strong finishes.
She's been strong underneath and doing a great job. And we see Joe Zadowski, who's does a lot of the boys' games here. He just texted me, goes, those bank shots should be sponsored by Dairy State Bank. I said, that's a great idea.
I like it.
Dairy State Bank, the bank sponsor. There you go. The banked in three by Sarah Auth. We had.
Good hands, good hands. They had advantage there for a little bit.
Baseline drive here. Reverse layup blocked by Auth. And then almost another block by Ullman. And on the rebound, Greeley's going to get fouled.
Going up with two hands, strong there. Haas saved them there with just a little bit of deflection on the ball because they had two girls back in the front court that would have got an easy layup. We had no girls there. But flying around again, recognize sprinting and hustling covers up a lot of mistakes sometimes. Still in the 1-3-1.
And this 1-3-1, Menominee's been able to get inside, get some buckets, hit a couple shots from the outside as well. And if you're just tuning in, the Mustangs have been doing this with Brooklyn Bird on the bench for much of this half.
Good job, Court.
Foul trouble. Nice offensive board there off the miss. Greeley is going to give Menomonie another possession. Ullman, can she stay hit? Yes, she can. Log jam three for Jordan Ullman. And boy, she is putting herself on the BRC map at the moment, Storm. This Memorial team, I'm sure they knew a little bit about it tonight, but there's a turnover in the backcourt. Old Abe's 8 turnovers here in this first half, but Jordan Ullman is playing phenomenal basketball in this first half. Offensively, I think she's got one miss right now, maybe 2 at the most, but she is finding the bottom of the net quite a bit here tonight with Jordan Ullman.
And again, those makes are so important, so that last 2 possessions, we've been in a little 1-2-2 look defensively in the full court, which complements the run and jump pretty well. But that doesn't happen if you don't get makes. So to be able to knock down shots, especially off of offensive rebound, good reversal, big hit from Menomonie there.
Now we see Old Abe's now have come out to man-to-man defense.
And again, right now with the position Menomonie's, it's not a race, right?
Yep.
It's, again, quality shots. You live with good shots right now.
Ullman's going to get tied up. That's going to give it back to the Old Abe's. Now, based on the games I've seen, this is the best this Menomonie's team played, at least thus far into a half.
Looks like they're
definitely shooting. I mean, they got to be shooting 60% at the moment.
Still a little 1-2-2 look here. Good, win it.
All knocked away by Barfnick, and Shaw gets it across for the Old Apes. Drop back into man-to-man here to the Mustangs. Barfnick on Palmier.
Good dig there
nice
by
health
Auth.
Defense by Auth is right. Good recovery there by Greeley, and almost losing it there was Graham, but she'll regather.
It's like you blink and Greeley's covered 2 ends of the floor before you know it as she flies around.
Yeah, Barfnick another knock away of the basketball. And I think we're going to have another tie-up. We will. And that's going to give it back to Menomonie. And you talk about that stat. We've talked about many times that deflection stat. Right now, Menomonie is owning that statistic right now. We've seen them deflected many balls here tonight in this first half. Their defense has been just incredible thus far.
Yep, one of the key staples to what this defense is all about.
Barfnick in between the circles out top. Jumper, free throw line, off the mark. Rebound here, and almost turned it right over as they were trying to push it off that miss, and nearly turned it over to the Old Apes. We'll kind of settle down here. Greeley on Shaw. She'll use a screen from Welsh. Nice recovery there by Haas. Entry underneath, and Greeley gets the steal. No, she doesn't. She can't hold the ball. Welsh now will finish with the bucket. I don't know how Welsh got that ball back, but it looked like Greeley was going to get an easy steal there.
Yeah, Reyna, she's strong. On display right there. Tough break for the Mustangs. That was a quality defensive possession again, and almost had it.
Now we're going to get Barfnick with that foul. That's her first, and neither team going to be in bonus. Still a couple fouls away for that, 5 on each side. Cannot complete the three-point play, Welsh. 1 of 3 from the charity stripe so far tonight is she. Ullman from the wing, no. Haas' putback is blocked. And Welsh will grab the miss here for the Old Apes.
Nice push.
Up ahead transition, nice finish there by Palmier. Her first points tonight. Omen swung around Barfnick near the corner.
Probably a little more space we wanted there. Otherwise, that's pretty good ball movement. Attacking the paint, kick.
Barfnick's going to pop one from up top. Comes up way short. And Mustangs a couple empty possessions. Still with the lead. Old Abe's a chance to kind of tie into that lead right now. Palmier will get a screen. Step back three. Top of the key. Knocks it down. Well, that's why they're 6-0 in conference. Everyone plays like that and hits shots like that. And
love her game. She just even keeled, just plays it hard.
Omen with her dribble. Roll to Barfnick and she'll turn it over. Mustangs almost get it back, and Barfnick is going to be whistled, and that's going to be her second as well. So we'll have Marlette into the game. Also coming in Brooklyn Sterry. And Sterry coming in for the first time here tonight. We got a couple players in foul trouble with Barfnick and Burt with 2. So we see Sterry coming to get some minutes here off the bench. Entry into Welsh, covered by Haas. She's going to foul and send Welsh to the free throw line.
Good high-low action there. Nice seal in the middle of the paint. She's a tough one to move. She wins her spot. You're not getting anywhere around her.
And I think that's another one here for the Mustangs. Haas now with 2. So you got 3 players for the Mustangs with 2 fouls. That being Barfnick, Burt, and Haas. His first free throw by Welsh drops in. Well, you're seeing depth on both sides being used here tonight. Storm, both Fanning and Swanson. They've went deep into their bench here tonight. And we got a lot of basketball left. Welsh hits them both. Now within 2, the Old Apes. Shooter out top with the basketball. Off to Greeley. She'll be fouled on the shot. So Greeley will head to that Bills distributing free throw line.
2 on Welsh there, maybe? From behind?
Yeah, we'll see who they get that one on. Yeah, you're right. That is going to be 2 on Welsh. So he's going to remain in the game for the time being. As Greeley drops in that first free throw. As a team, Mustangs shoot 62% from that Bills distributing free throw line. Greeley's second one. Off the heel miss. Rebound to the Old Apes. They got a chance here to tie the game here on a 3. Greeley almost with a steal out top there. Shaw will drive baseline over Holtshooter. They're going to say offensive foul. A great job by Holtshooter to draw the charge on Shaw, and that's her second as well.
2 on her, 2 out.
And we'll have a sub here. Coming in is going to be Ferguson. Shaw is going to head to the bench here with 2. Welsh also is checked out of the game with 2. So we got foul trouble both
all
sides. Over. We kind of expected this. You know, you up and down game. Players are going to get into foul trouble with a fast-paced game, and
just with how aggressive they are to the rim, right?
Correct.
Just puts a lot of defenders in jeopardy when those are taking place.
This game has definitely been played more inside than outside. I mean, we've had a few threes hit by both squads, but
the premise is indoor. Yes.
Yep, a lot more inside as well. So Holman out there. Looks like Mustangs are going to maybe hold for 1 here. Around 20 to play, and a turnover. They get it back. And then the shot there by Omen is off the mark. And get off and foul with 10 seconds left and 90 feet away from the basket. Probably not something the coach draws up. That's for sure. Not something you want there if you're head coach Tyra Swanson. We'll have some scores here from around the league at halftime, and also I think what's our halftime senior spotlight interview is Cortland Greeley, correct?
Yep.
So we'll talk to her here at halftime. The 1-1, first one up and down for Adams. Adams' second one on its way. That drops in as well.
Gotta go.
She's got 6 in this first half. Mustangs one more shot.
Gotta go.
Ullman with 3. Ullman, step back, 30-footer, air ball. And we'll head her to the locker room. The Menomonie Mustangs 31, the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe's 30. We'll be back on Mustangs TV with our TMS Tire and Auto and Crystal Orthodontics halftime show.
Years are a great time for your child to gain practical experience in managing finances. Perhaps he or she already has a summer job lined up. A free checking account at Dairy State Bank can help teens learn to set a budget, track spending, use a debit card, make deposits, and more. Plus, parents are account co-owners and have the ability to supervise the learning process. Give us a call today. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Smiling is how you share joy and happiness with the world. So when our children needed orthodontic treatment, we wanted them to have the best experience possible, which is why we chose Crystal Orthodontics. The personalized braces and Invisalign treatments fit easily into our active schedules, and the care we received was outstanding and even fun. Their new smiles are amazing, and Crystal Orthodontics definitely earned our trust. There's nothing better than seeing our kids share beaming, confident smiles in all of life's moments.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
TMS Tire and Auto is a proud sponsor of the Menomonie Mustangs. Family owned since 1978, TMS Tire and Auto has 5 locations in Baldwin, Boyceville, Hudson, New Richmond, and Menomonie, and can serve all your automotive needs. Visit us online at tmstireandauto.com or call us at 715-235-9119 to schedule your appointment today. Go Mustangs!
Red Cedar Automotive is your home for car shopping on a budget. With a wide selection, they're bound to have what you need. From work trucks to family cars, they truly have it all. They'll get you in your dream car faster with easy in-house financing. These deals won't last forever, so visit them at 1221 North Broadway Street in Menomonie or check them out at redcedarautomotive.com.
To our halftime show, sponsored by TMS Tire and Auto and Crystal Orthodontics. We are going to continue with our senior spotlight today, and we have senior Cortland Greeley. Court, how you doing?
Good.
Good. We're going to kick it off. What is your favorite memory as a Mustang?
It would probably be the late nights at UTC, spending time with my teammates and playing fun games.
Great. Oh, fun times there.
Yeah.
You got to do it all 4 years, right?
Yes, I did.
All 4 years of UTC. I think we mentioned it with Allie Haas last weekend of the importance of UTC and just how much fun that is. And I think you girls had a great time with that over your years. What are your plans after high school?
I plan to stay somewhere in Wisconsin and plan on majoring in biochemistry.
Let's go. That's exciting. So doing some things in the classroom there. One fun fact that people may not know about you.
I can probably sleep anywhere, anytime, in the weirdest positions in any area. I can fall asleep.
That's a skill set there.
Yeah.
And I don't know. So Coach Jay, he preaches a ton about sleep. Is it king or queen? I can't remember. I haven't been present lately. One of the two.
Yeah.
Sleep is king, we'll say. But there we go. That is a good fact there. What all the activities you're involved in here?
Volleyball, obviously basketball, and I'm in a Spanish club in school that is super fun. It's called GIAC. It's a great learning experience.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. One accomplishment you are most proud of?
Me and some of my friends, for a school project, we actually raised over $700 to go to a school in need in Guatemala.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How'd you raise the money?
A bake sale.
Bake sale,
Mm-hmm.
and that would be like probably during our lunch times and different. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. Actually, and what were all the items you had for sale those days?
Oh, we had Rice Krispies, brownies, cake pops.
Yeah, I remember those there. Good. Last thing that we'll leave them with, and this is actually kind of probably hits home a little bit because we'll have a sister coming through into the program next year, but any advice for future Mustangs?
It would just be to make really strong connections with your teammates, because obviously the season's long, it can get tough, but having really good connections with people just makes the season fun and enjoyable.
Yeah, that's dead on there. I can't agree with Court anymore. 5 months is a long season, especially in the winter where it gets cold and you don't see a lot of sunlight, but going back to my time frame and probably your 4 years, it's really fun going to a gym for an hour and a half with people that you enjoy and just get after something together. Court, really appreciate it. Good luck.
Thank you.
And that is our TMS Tire and Auto and Christo Orthodontist halftime show. Thank you.
At Christo Orthodontics, we treat every patient like family, so you can expect to receive the highest quality, personalized orthodontic care in a really fun and welcoming environment. We want you to love your smile and feel happy and confident when smiling at school, work, with friends, with family, wherever you are in life. So I invite you to come visit us for a complimentary orthodontic evaluation so you can experience the care and culture that makes us the Chippewa Valley's orthodontic leader.
TMS Tire and Auto is a proud sponsor of the Menomonie Mustangs. Family owned since 1978, TMS Tire and Auto has 5 locations in Baldwin, Boyceville, Hudson, New Richmond, and Menomonie, and can serve all your automotive needs. Visit us online at tmstireandauto.com or call us at 715-235-9119 to schedule your appointment today. Go Mustangs! Back with you here at halftime. So our sponsors, TMS Tire and Auto and Christo Orthodontics, here for our halftime show. And Storm, we'll get into the numbers here. We can kind of talk about that first half. Let's start with the team leading the Mustangs. Their scores here: Sierra Auth with 3 in that first half, 2 for Brooklyn Bird, who barely played, like 2.5, 3 minutes. She was in foul trouble, picked up 2 early and sat the rest of the half. Ullman with 16. I think she only missed 2 shots, I think we had. She made a lot, missed only a couple. Haas with 4, Cortland Greeley with 6. Mustangs 8 turnovers and 2 of 4 from the free throw line. The Old Abes, 5 from Shaw, 2 from Ferguson, 5 from Graham, 5 from Palmer, 6 from Adams, and 7 from Welsh. And the Old Abes, 10 turnovers and then 6 of 8 from the free throw. We see Special Olympics playing here at halftime, and I really wanted a louder crowd for that than we did the actual game here.
Yeah, pretty
which
cool.
is great. Yeah, they make a lot of shots out there, and they must have taken some shot advice from Jordan Ullman going into the locker room, because she couldn't miss in that first half. But that's just a great atmosphere here at Menomonie High School here tonight. We got a couple minutes before we start this second half, Storm, but kind of running down those numbers. The Menomonie, like I was saying right at the end of that first half, I think this is arguably the best they've played all year as a team, and they did it without their leading scorer
for 15 minutes.
For 15 minutes.
Yep.
In foul trouble, she picked up too early, and Tyra, she didn't really have to gamble.
Nope.
I mean, her team played well enough. It's like, well, we don't need to put her out there and pick up her third. So, and the other players picked it up and did a great job. Allie Haas, a Holceder, both came off the bench, kind of picked up those minutes from Brooklyn Burt to kind of get through that first half. Not just get through the first half, lead into going into halftime.
Yeah, I put minutes down from the bench there. Marlette, Holceder, Sterry gave some minutes late too. As a couple more girls got in foul trouble, and Haas gave some big minutes. And as the half wore on too, Welsh and Shaw picked up their seconds, which kind of mitigate things. Obviously, big impact with Kling not on the floor tonight, but again, it's about who's here, and you got to play. You just got to show up and play. And we said at the beginning of the game too, it's about making some shots. Bank was open. We're calling for that Dairy State Bank. But I mean, knock down some threes when they're open. Greeley hit a big one there. Jordan hit a big one. That's what you got to do against good teams. When you get opportunities, you need to take advantage of it. And I thought Menomonie played a pretty clean half from that standpoint, especially with what the pace is and what the pressure feels like. I don't know if sometimes the stream does justice of what's actually taking place on the court, but when you're getting pushed 30 feet from the basket and you got to make this hard cut just to catch the ball to give you a chance at your spot to be able to attack, it adds up. And that's probably what's even more impressive with the Ullman girl right now. Jordan I don't know if she came out. She probably played the whole entire half.
You're right. I think you're right.
But to produce at that type of clip and what was demanded out of her, Coach Swanson did a good job keeping her off of Shaw for the most part for that half, because that'd be a tough girl to chase for an entire half also. But that was probably the most impressive part for me, is just seeing how she was able to go the entire half and produce at such a high level. Not many live ball turnovers. Early in the game we had some, but that was us, Menomonie, probably feeling out Memorial a little bit, and then it kind of like flipped a little bit. I think we caused some turnovers on our end with some high hands and just being active as defenders, sprinting on the backside, not giving up any easy transition and making them earn everything. Heck of a half, though. That was a fun basketball half. Hopefully we're in store for another one.
Well, let's get some scores from around the league. First, we'll start with the matchup here in this boys' side. The Mustangs over at the Eagles Nest on the boys' side right now. The Old Abes with a comfortable 54-36 lead in that one. 9.5 minutes left. The girls' side, we'll head back to that one. Huskies hosting the Wildcats of River Falls. Right now, River Falls 33, Huskies 29. And our only other score we have is Rice Lake is hosting Hudson. And right now, Rice Lake, the screen's kind of dimmed out. I can't quite see that. I think I see Rice Lake's got 30, or the Hudson's got 30. It's either 36-30 Rice Lake or 26 or 30-26 Rice Hudson. But we'll get that when we see that score up there in a bit.
Good look right there by Welsh. Smart by Fanning. He went kind of right at BB. Giving Welsh the first touch of the half there. See if they could get a quick one on her. Good defense by BB.
There it is. 38-30 right now. Hudson with the lead over Rice Lake.
Memorial's done a great job guarding the screen and roll, whether it's a horns look or just a single high ball screen action. They dig deep with their midline, so I think whoever our guard is, if it's Greeley or Ullman down the stretch, as they use that screen, they got to be thinking opposite to move that defender, and you'll find the Poston come available off that second pass.
Well, somebody left open in the corner there and wide open, taking advantage of Schroeder. Somebody lost their player defensively there, and Schroeder, there wasn't anybody within 5 feet of her. And if that's on Shaw, that's going to be your third here to start this second half. It is. So head coach Brandon Fanning going to have to make a decision. Right now, he's going to keep her in. Don't see him sending anybody to the scorer's table. So Shaw with 3 early in this second half, going to stay in the game. And a turnover there. Mustangs couldn't get it in. A couple turnovers here to start this half for the Mustangs. They got to get one on the other side here, see if they can cause one. 2-on-1, Old Abe's. Nice help defense there from Barfnick, but she did get a piece of that arm of the shooter. So she will be whistled for the foul, and that'll be Barfnick's third.
Nice break of the pressure there by Memorial. Good angle cut, foul middle. Had a nice 2-on-1 going at Menomonie.
So Ferguson at the line, her first one rattles out.
Should probably give a shout out to Ferguson. She has a great first name. That's my second daughter's name is Marley. It's spelled the same way.
Ferguson misses them both from the charity stripe, but she gets her own rebound, and the Old Abe's another chance here offensively. They led rarely in that first half, and they've taken the lead here in the second half to start.
Yeah, I think, did we extend to a 10, 11-point lead at one point?
I think it was 8 was the largest, but there's a 3 out top there by Welsh. And
Coach Fanning's got to be happy with how they kind of battled and stayed in that half with kind of how the momentum was going.
Ullman's shot is blocked in the lane. She had 16 in the first half there to Jordan Ullman. Drive down the lane, and causing the foul is going to be Ferguson. She'll head to the line again. She just missed 2 moments ago, but the Old Abe's were still able to score on that possession, hitting a 3 later on after the miss. And the challenges continue for Ferguson at the free throw line. Now missed 3 in a row. Adams into the game here for.
See if we can get BB going here a little bit with Welsh off the floor.
Finally dropping one in there was Ferguson. Yeah, Berta, the plus side of only playing 3 minutes in the first half, she's going to be more fresh than anybody else on the court there. That's for sure. Greeley to the lane, can't make the shot, but will draw the foul and head to the free throw line. So Cortland Greeley takes a trip to the Bills Distributing charity stripe.
Yeah, nice attack, retreat, and let's go by Court right there to get to the free throw line.
Greeley was 1 of 2 in that first half. Drops in number 1. Second one down the hatch there for Greeley.
Free money.
And she's got a pair at the free throw line there to get the Mustangs within 4. It was 31-30 Mustangs at halftime.
With Sean Welsh off the floor right now, this is an opportunity for Menomonie to kind of cause a little bit more havoc. I think they're pretty comfortable playing in chaos, so that's something that maybe we can get back to here. Get the transition game going with defense leading to offense.
The Old Apes haven't made a turnover yet in this second half. See if the Mustangs can cause one here on the defensive end, lead to some offense. There's Greeley. She's one girl that's known to do that.
Yep. Oh, what's one it?
There's a deflection there. Ullman can't get to it. Open 3 near side. This is the mark there for Ferguson. There's Greeley, right elbow. Drops it in. Haas underneath. She gets a nice job to position herself. Can't make the layup, however. Mustangs and Haas probably wants that one back. That was a good look.
Good look there.
Shaw, Welsh, and Hoytom back into the game here for Memorial. And we're going to have a timeout here on the floor. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Mustangs TV.
For a team approach to managing your finances with over 70 years of experience and 12 locations, Derry State Bank has built a reputation for helpful customer service and support. While our service ethic is old-fashioned, our products and services are not. We offer a full range of loan programs as well as online banking, mobile deposit, and transaction alerts to fit your busy lifestyle. Derry State Bank, banking on relationships, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
I'll get you some updated scores here. We had our scores backwards on that Rice Lake Hudson game. Rice Lake with a commanding 52-30 lead over the Hudson Raiders. And again, Hudson 5-1 in conference. The other girls matchup, we have Wildcats 34, Huskies 33. And then this matchup on the boys' side, we have the Old Abe's 61 and the Mustangs 42. That's over at the Eagles' Nest. 6:20 left in that one.
A little buzz look by Menomonie here, a little 2-1-2. Keep ball of the high post, keep the ball of the porch.
Shaw with now a dribble. She'll kick it over to Toitom, and she'll drop it in from distance. The freshman off the bench knocks her down.
No hesitation there.
And Shaw, loose ball on the floor. She dives for it with Omen there as well. It's going to stay at a Menomonie. But Shaw with a good defense.
Really critical point in the game right now, right?
Yep.
Down 3 possessions. Get a quality look here out of inbound. I'd really like to see if we could get BB down low. She really hasn't had any opportunities at the rim yet, and I think that'd be still our advantage. Shoulder's long, but not the same type of strength that Welsh has. But we need to find a way to get an easy bucket here.
Yeah, I was going to say, got to get her more touches at the moment offensively. And there's going to be an off-the-ball foul there as Welsh just went right through Marlette. And so now Welsh and Shaw will both have 3. So Shaw is going to come out, Welsh is going to come out, and just another opportunity here if you're the Mustangs, 2 of the better scorers off the floor here for the Old Apes.
Yeah, so we can get a little high-low opportunity too.
Haas with the dribble. She'll get tripped up and fouled, going to the bucket. And boy, with 14:05 left foul-wise, I think the Mustangs, they keep going to the basket. They're going to be shooting a lot of free throws in the second
we
half.
like that too, because then they can't be as aggressive in the full court early here in the half.
So Welsh will check in with 3. And boy, if you could draw her 4th right now, that would be hugely advantageous to the Mustangs.
Early court.
Drops it to Haas, but it was either a pass unexpected or Haas wasn't looking for it. Turnover Mustangs.
Yeah, Court snuck that in there, but tough little catch there.
Palmier into the front court. She's double teamed by Greeley. They'll get out of it. Open 3 for the freshman in the corner, off the mark. She gets her own rebound, however, to Toitom. She's going to fire another one from that corner. Off the mark, and Brooklyn Burt now will grab the miss. Transition to Oth. She'll pick it up, drop it off to Burt, and then they'll turn it over. And that pass knocked away and Stolden for the Mustangs.
Got one of our halftime athletes here. Brock here was part of our peer partners class that was put on the halftime show.
Ellie Haas is going to lose the basketball and turn it over. It's getting a little sloppy the last couple of possessions there. We just saw turnover. 2 by the Mustangs, 1 by the Old Abes. And
I think it was like 4 on the half.
Yep. Actually 5.
5 on the half.
5 on the half here for the Mustangs. That's 13 for the game.
Yeah, we really haven't had a lot of great looks this half yet to start.
No,
so hopefully
correct,
the final 10 minutes here we can generate some of those looks. I do worry a little bit, like the amount of energy we had to exert to just keep staying with Memorial and extend that lead. And it took a lot out of the half. Omen's been pretty quiet to start this half. Not a lot of looks at the rim either. We got to find a way to get 24 and 22 those looks.
That was Greeley's first foul.
This might be the
Shaw's
first
back
game
in
all
the
year
game.
she picked up a
I
first
know.
this deep into
Yeah,
a game.
I was thinking the same thing, Storm. Like, she's usually got one within the first 5 minutes of the ball game.
She just likes to let the team know she's here today.
That's right.
Get in the books quick.
Well, it's knocked away. That is going to be a kick there on Marlette, so it'll stay to the Old Abes. Again, Shaw and Welsh both on the floor right now with 4 fouls. Checking in there. Schroeder, one of the starters here for the Old Abes.
Coming back.
Oh, Bowen's a nice play there, and that's going to be a foul on Marlette. Heading to the free throw line is going to be, that's not Palmier, that's Graham. So Graham for 2 here. Both teams 4 fouls on each side. And first one rattles home for Graham. She'll get the second one as well, Will Graham, and the largest lead of the game either side now. The Old Abes by 9. Mustangs led by 8 in that first half. And Ullman into the lane, going to lose the basketball and turn it over. And it's been kind of, unfortunately, the story of this second half.
I think it's about a 20-3 run right
I was going to say it was 30. Was it 30 or 31 to like 24 at one point Mustangs? Since then, it's been all Old Abes. And since halftime, it's been a 12-2 run.
Yep.
As Greeley gets a ball batted away there, it'll stay to the Old Abes off in. Marlette to the bench. Old Abes have controlled the second half. A 3-man weave out top there for the Old Abes. They'll kick it over in the corner. And an open 3 knocked down there by Graham. And she has got 10 off the bench. And a 12-point lead for the Old Abes. We'll be back on Mustangs TV.
At Crystal Orthodontics, we treat every patient like family, so you can expect to receive the highest quality, personalized orthodontic care in a really fun and welcoming environment. We want you to love your smile and feel happy and confident when smiling at school, work, with friends, with family, wherever you are in life. So I invite you to come visit us for a complimentary orthodontic evaluation so you can experience the care and culture that makes us the Chippewa Valley's orthodontic leader. At Crystal Orthodontics, we treat every patient like family, so you can expect to receive the highest quality, personalized orthodontic care in a really fun and welcoming environment. We want you to love your smile and feel happy and confident when smiling at school, work, with friends, with family, wherever you are in life. So I invite you to come visit us for a complimentary orthodontic evaluation so you can experience the care and culture that makes us the Chippewa Valley's orthodontic leader.
Chad Zutter with Storm Harmon, Abby Lake on the camera here for our Mustangs TV crew here tonight. We look at this matchup on the boys' side down at the Eagles' Nest. The Old Abes have really pulled away from the Mustangs here with 2:10 left. Old Abes 70, Mustangs 47. This other BRC scores right now, River Falls and the Huskies of Eau Claire North. North has retaken the lead 45-40 over the River Falls Wildcats. And up in Rice Lake dominating Hudson right now, 61-36. That's got 4 minutes left in that one. Looks like Rice Lake going to walk away with a win here in conference play. And we're going to have a foul here.
Throw on BB.
Now it looks like she turned it over and then kind of tripped up the Old Abe player that scooped up that loose ball. Things kind of slipping away here for the Mustangs at the moment. And then you looked at halftime. This was a 31-30 lead for Menomonie, and I think with about 4 minutes left in that first half, they led by 6 or 8. It was like 30-24, I think, at some point. So,
Yep.
been quite a run here from the Old Apes.
A little 3-2 here, maybe.
Yep. And that'll get you out of that zone real fast as Ferguson knocks down a 3, and that run just continues here for the Old Abes. As Greeley with the basketball. Holtzhuter on the elbow. Drops it off to Burt. Burt underneath. Kicks it out off the double team. Greeley 3 off the mark. Rebound going to be grabbed by Omen. Nearly turns it over. Burt, tough shot at the free throw line. That's a bad miss, and Shaw scoops up the loose ball in the corner. Swung around. Greeley nearly with the steal. Another open 3 from Ferguson. She do it again? She can. Boy, right now Memorial looks unconscious here from the floor, and this quickly turned as Greeley's going to try a logjam 3. She matches it on the other end. They needed that at the moment.
That they did. A lot of game left here.
11 now for Greeley. You're going to have to win it on this defensive side. You're going to need stops here to get back in this one. Welsh thought about a 3. That's how they controlled the game. I think with about 4 minutes left in that first half, 4 or 5 minutes left, I think the Old Abes only had like 17 or 20 points or something. You know, so they played really good defense for the first 15 minutes of that first half.
Nice roll.
Welsh on a little screen and roll, and she'll finish.
Good quick feet, strong, finishes really well, especially right side.
Welsh now with 12. Off gets the cross-court pass around.
Take
Shaw, and she'll finish real off. She's got 5.
See if we can get it to under 10 here with like 6 to go.
Yeah, need a little 5, 6, 7-0 run, something like that to kind of make this a single-digit game. And those will help right there. You need to cause some turnovers. Greeley's good at that. Underneath, Omen. Bank shot, but we'll head to the Bills distributing free throw line for a pair. And Omen had 16 in that first half, has not scored in this second half.
Might be her first shot attempt.
I think she had one other blocked. Yeah, one other blocked early in the second half here. But yeah, they've done a good job of kind of just keeping the ball out of her hands, has the Old Apes. First one short there, and you talk about it, Omen, I don't think she came out in that first half. I don't think she sat in the second half. You know, you can tell she's getting a little winded. I mean, she's a little tired out there. I mean, this pace of game, I don't know if there's been a player on either side that hasn't come out besides her.
Her and Greeley would be the only two I can think of that's had long, extended
Greeley,
runs.
Yep. Second one by Omen does go down the hatch. And Greeley pokes it away, almost gets a steal in the backcourt there off of Palmier. Old Abes running good offense here in the second half, but they turn it over as Haas gets the steal.
Yeah, it's crazy when you knock down a couple outside shots, what that does to your spacing and how it changes how a defender handles everyone.
Karfnick drops it into Burt. She'll draw the foul, and boy, when you're trailing, there's no better way to get back in the game. Score points with the clock stopped at that free throw line. Mustangs have had opportunities in the last couple trips to do it.
How many trips to the line has Memorial had over us right now? Tripled us up?
Yeah, at least. As Burt misses the first one, they had 8 at halftime. They had 14 on the game, and the Mustangs had 4 at halftime, and this is 8 and 9, actually. Okay. I'm sorry, 9 and 10, so not too bad. Greeley's hit 2 in the second half. Ullman 1 and 2, and now this trip here for Burt. So she is 1 and 2, hits the second half. Shaw into the front court. Guarded by Greeley. And she is one of those defenders that makes you pretty mad as a point guard and just frustrated. She just is in your face and hard to get around. She's so quick.
So quick and just low to the ground at all times. Pretty good at dictating what angle she wants you to go to also.
Yep. And very active hands.
Yeah,
no question about it. Ullman almost a steal out top there.
Well, there we go.
There's an unforced error. right through the hands of Graham. Turnover. Make that Hoytown.
And I truly believe like they're being uncomfortable because the court initially in that offensive possession plays into the rhythm of the entire possession. They really didn't get anything into where they wanted the ball to go to.
So Greeley will bring it up, down 13. Mustangs battling this man-to-man.
Oh, we got a little single or double action here.
Over to Ullman on the wing. Ullman entry into Haas, and the ball get knocked away. It'll stay to the Mustangs.
Like that little ball fake, then bounce right around her to get it to Allie there. She had good position on Welsh. Was Welsh got 3 right now?
Yes. Yep, Welsh has got 3. Shaw still has 3. Nobody in the on either side has got 4. Barfnick's got 3 for the Mustangs. Shows triggering it in here from the baseline, gets it out to Burt. Burt picks up her dribble to Ullman. 7.5 to play. Mustangs need to start chipping away here pretty soon. Step back jumper. Ullman comes up short. And here comes Welsh. The post for Old Abe's brings it up. Gets it to the guard. Shaw back to Welsh. A little give and go, not there. Hand off to Palmier, and Palmier is going to get reached in on.
Ullman?
We'll see. It's either Ullman or Barfnick. I think they got Ullman with that one. That's good news. Barfnick, that would have been her 4th. So it's Ullman's first. Off in, Haas out.
And we go up and maybe get Shaw and dive back down. We doubling away. Getting Shaw, dive back there.
To Welsh. Step back jumper from the free throw line. Boy, you'll take that all day long if you're the Mustangs right there. That's a tough shot with Burt in your face, too.
That's probably the evolution of her game. Going forward, she's actually going to go play some college ball at Colorado College, D3 school there. Coach Fanny had a lot of great words to say about her, but you can see why she's a next level player.
We're going to have a push out top there. They're going to get Palmier with that one, and that will send the Mustangs to the free throw line. Both teams shooting bonus rest of the way. Barfnick, the 1-and-1 here, and, well, these are your opportunities right here.
Well, we're getting there. We said 10 at 6, so.
Close. These two would make that much more attainable. And I think we got a final up in Rice Lake. Warriors won. We just don't have a final, as that first one is off the mark.
Oh, right.
So our final up in Rice Lake 68, Hudson 44. Four minutes left over at the Doghouse. Huskies 49, Wildcats 47.
Good seal by Welsh.
Nice seal is right. She can't make the layup, however, Ken Graham, but the putback in 1 for Welsh. We didn't get a final there on that boys game. We'll try to get that. I'm assuming the Old Abe's held on for the victory there. The Mustangs.
Yeah, their boys got a nice team this year.
No, they were up 70-47 the last score we had. That was about 3-4 minutes left.
Yeah, Jesperson's a pretty special athlete.
Yep.
We'll see him on the diamond a little bit this year,
we
won't
sure
you?
will, yeah. We didn't see him a whole lot last year. Had some arm issues, but yeah, he.
I heard he had a pretty good offseason.
He's got an arm on him, no question.
Nice back cut.
Barfnick off the glass and in. Mustangs need to cause some turnovers here. Maybe some defense lead to offense here. Ray Shaw, the point here for the Old Abe's. Hand off there. All the way to the bucket goes Graham, and she'll draw the foul.
Like to see BB slide with her there and just wall it off a little bit instead of not being as square. She kind of had her shoulders turned a little bit, which still gave the opportunity for her to get to the rim.
That's the 4th on Brooklyn Burt. Up and down, first one for Graham. Brooklyn Burt will take a seat, and head coach Tyra Swanson with 4 fouls. Burt probably just going to take a rest. Got to gamble here pretty soon with her. You need her on the floor probably.
Yeah, and you get to that point, too, where you go for broke a little bit here.
Greeley into the front court. Over to Barfnick. Set play for her. It wasn't there. Back to Greeley underneath, posting up Haas. Nice job to get underneath, and she's going to travel before she gets her shot off.
A little bunny hop there when she gathered off that last dribble.
It'll be a turnover Mustangs. That's one thing we've seen here in the second half. We had pretty even in the first half. Old Abe's 10, Mustangs 8 in the second half. It's been 8 Mustang turnovers and just 4 Old Abe turnovers. All our stats always obviously unofficial, but we're at least in the ballpark like horseshoes.
Yeah, I think it's very impressive.
Nothing like huddle statistics, though. Those guys can get them up quick. Shot missed there by the Old Abes. Greeley will grab the rebound, and then a couple steals. Oh, my gosh. 1 and 1. And off the marker, out of bounds, I should say. Saw Shaw steal it from Greeley, and then Greeley steals it right back from Shaw. Those are two very good quick guards. They've been fun to watch tonight, that matchup. And I would argue probably the most athletic guards
for sure
in the conference.
Yep.
And you're seeing them tandem 1-on-1 here today, battle out on the basketball court. It's been fun. Burt's going to trigger one from distance. Yes! A log jam 3 from Brooklyn Burt. Down by 12 now, Mustangs.
Put her in jail. Ooh, a bit tighter there, but that's, I don't know, I think Shaw did a really good job. We call it putting the girl in jail. So you get someone on your back and just let it ride, and usually they kind of reach and you get that committed foul.
Yeah, it's still going to be a single here for the Old Abe. So Shaw's got a 1-and-1. Heel miss, rebound Barfnick. And tried to get to Ullman and went off her knees out of bounds, so a turnover Mustangs. That's kind of been one of their Achilles heels in the second. Haven't shot the ball well either, but they've definitely turned it over more than in that first half.
And you'd like to just see Reese be strong on that rebound there.
Yep.
Let a guard come to you then. Kind of hot potatoed it a little bit.
Turnover gives it right back to the Mustangs, though. You remember the Mustangs led at halftime, 31-30. Old Abe's just kind of controlled the start of the second half, and they haven't looked back. The largest lead, has been 14, 12 or 14, I think, Storm? 14, yep. I think. Turnover Mustangs there. That's their 19th on the game. Kind of adding that category a little too much here in the second half for the Mustangs. Right side, Graham, wing. She'll use a dribble, gets past Barfnick, and finishes.
She's had some nice finishes at the rim tonight.
Yeah, and off the bench, she's done a great job. We're going to have a timeout on the floor. 3.5 left. Mustangs trail by 14, back on Mustangs TV. TMS Tire and Auto is a proud sponsor of the Menomonie Mustangs. Family owned since 1978, TMS Tire and Auto has 5 locations in Baldwin, Boyceville, Hudson, New Richmond, and Menomonie, and can serve all your automotive needs. Visit us online at tmstireandauto.com or call us at 715-235-9119 to schedule your appointment today. Go Mustangs! Chad Zutter, Storm Harmon, Abby Lake on camera here tonight for us, running you this Mustangs TV broadcast. Greeley, guarded by Shaw. That's been a fun matchup to watch here tonight. Shaw knocks it away, so it'll stay to the Mustangs. Shaw, the junior, also the other junior there for the Mustangs, Palmer. They've both been on varsity since freshmen, and there's a turnover there. The Mustangs give it away, and
some really nice guards.
We know you know those names, Storm, coaching against them the last couple of years, and they've had some good teams, and you've got the better of them the last couple of years.
Yeah,
no question about it. But there's a turnover, leads to a layup here for Omen. She'll drop it in. Omen now
still
with
playing
19.
hard. That's one thing that we have never seen change all season. The girls, horn to horn, play it hard.
And see if we can get a few more of those just kind of sloppy turnovers by Eau Claire Memorial. Maybe lead to some offense.
You got to ice it here a little bit.
Yeah, they're trying, and you got to kind of gamble, maybe try to double team, run and jump, try to turn it over here. It's the point in the game where you got to do those type of things to try to create some offense, because they're obviously trying to create 30 seconds off the clock.
For sure. I think I recall last year we had them here when the girls won the conference title. We had a 1 and 27-second possession down the stretch around like that 5-minute mark.
And Shaw will head to the free throw line here. This is going to be 2 shots, as that was the 10th foul here on the Mustangs. So they'll be double bonus rest of the way. And first one for Shaw on its way. Nothing but nylon.
So he knocked 2 tenths on the second half of his 40 this week.
Don't have a final yet over at the doghouse. It's a close one. Huskies lead by 3 with 30 seconds left. Shaw misses the second one. And ball out of bounds, going to go to Memorial. We had that one final, Rice Lake 68, Hudson 44 in girls action. We don't have a score here from New Richmond on that New Richmond Chi High game. But Huskies and Wildcats, that's a close one. Huskies now with a 4-point lead, shooting free throws with 30 seconds left.
Man, Court plays hard.
We're going to have a foul here that will send Welsh to the free throw line. They're going to get Auth with that one. That's her second. I see Brooklyn Burt, averaging 15. Tonight she's just got 6, and that's a big reason. Or I should say a big reason for that is she didn't play 15 minutes in that first half. Hard to score points when you're on the bench. In the second half, Memorial's done a good job on her defensively. Made it just challenging for her. She's hit some shots, but she hasn't had a lot of looks.
No. Maybe a handful of attempts all night.
Yep, correct. Holman nearly loses it at midcourt. Bounces it to Marlette. Marlette thought about a 3. Now to Greeley. Greeley all the way to the bucket. She won't make the free throw, but she is going to go to the free throw line, or make the shot, I should say. And oh boy, she's hope she's okay. She is not doing well there. She either came down on somebody's foot or came down her ankle the wrong way, and she's looking like she's not able to put any weight on it at all.
Cramping up, maybe?
Hopefully it's just a cramp. Yeah, that'd be the best.
Sierra just gave it a stretch. I hope that's what it is right there.
Yeah. If that's just a cramp, then that's a lot easier. Yeah, that's a cramp stretch right there. You're right there. Because the way she came down and bobbled right away, you think she came down on somebody's foot or came down on her ankle, not the right way. But that's definitely We see that in the football
Yep.
field early on in those 80-degree August, early September days. Where you
Gotta get that pickle juice in you.
Yeah. There's a lot of guys laying doing that calf stretch.
Yep.
We know what that calf stretch is. No
for
question
sure.
about it.
Well, and then if we were to chart or put on like an Apple Watch during the game, I can only imagine how many steps Court gets in a basketball game compared to the average player.
Yep.
She's
Always moving.
She's getting 3 or 4 steps to everyone.
So Allie Haas is going to take the free throws for Greeley, and we'll call that an injury replacement. Doesn't happen real often, but that's how it works. Somebody gets injured with shooting free throws, can't shoot them. Whoever subs in for her will shoot the free throws. That's the case here. Haas, second one, drops her in. Old Abe's going to play keep away at the moment. And if that's the 5th foul on Burke, she will be done for the night. And 2 more free throws here for Raina Welch.
Yeah, probably not the night she wanted. But she got to be pretty proud of her team's fight. That first half was, like you mentioned, one of the best halves we've seen these girls play collectively at a high level.
Second free throw, or I should say first free throw by Welsh down the hatch. She's been to the line quite a bit here tonight. Second one drops in as well for Welsh. She's 3 of her last 3 now, and 4 of her last 5. Looks like the Old Abe's going to stay undefeated here in conference play. And they were 6-0 coming into tonight's game. Menomonie was 5-1 with Rice Lake defeating Hudson. Now you'll have 3 teams at 5-2 as turnover to the Mustangs. Going to give it back to Memorial, and Memorial is going to just kind of grow that lead. That's 7-0. So we have Menomonie, Hudson, and Rice Lake all at 5-2 after tonight.
And this would be the completion of the first round, right?
Yep, correct, yeah. So, see who they got that foul on. I think it'd be Shaw. That'll be foul on Oben. So it'll be Shaw shooting out there. So Shaw's got 2. And an 0-4 remains. Old Abe's trailed by 1 at halftime. Shaw, first one, rattles home. But this second half has been all Old Abe's. Stay tuned here on our post-game show, sponsored by TMS Tire and Auto and Crystal Orthodontics. We'll wrap up this broadcast, wrap up this ball game as well. We'll talk about next week's schedule here, upcoming broadcasts. Haas underneath, she'll be fouled and head to the line. Bill's distributing free throw line here. Had a lot of trips, more so unfortunately for the Old Abe's. Again, our sponsors, TMS Tire and Auto, Crystal Orthodontics. Shields you see in the bottom left hand of your screen. They come on as our live stream media sponsor here during this winter sports season. First one for Haas is in. Excel Insurance, our replay sponsor. Bill's Distributing, Log Jam Bar and Eatery, 24/7 in West Wisconsin Telecom, West Dairy State Bank, Red Cedar Automotive. So big thanks to all our sponsors here that make these broadcasts possible. Mustangs will break a 6-game winning streak as that will be knocked away into the backcourt. So we'll give it, or should say keep it to the Old Abe's, and then they'll turn it over. Upcoming broadcast schedule next week. We'll have the boys hosting Chippewa on Tuesday the 21st, and then they'll be hosting River Falls on the 24th as another turnover there, Mustangs. That's their 14th. We'll also have some hockey. Menomonie Hockey will be hosting Hudson Thursday the 23rd. That'll be on Mustangs TV as well, the live stream. And again, your final here, 64-49. The Old Abes defeat the Mustangs. We'll be back on a post-game show right after this.
Years are a great time for your child to gain practical experience in managing finances. Perhaps he or she already has a summer job lined up. A free checking account at Dairy State Bank can help teens learn to set a budget, track spending, use a debit card, make deposits, and more. Plus, parents are account co-owners and have the ability to supervise the learning process. Give us a call today. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Smiling is how you share joy and happiness with the world. So when our children needed orthodontic treatment, we wanted them to have the best experience possible, which is why we chose Crystal Orthodontics. The personalized braces and Invisalign treatments fit easily into our active schedules, and the care we received was outstanding and even fun. Their new smiles are amazing, and Crystal Orthodontics definitely earned our trust. There's nothing better than seeing our kids share beaming, confident smiles in all of life's moments.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Back with you here on the TMS Tire and Auto and Crystal Orthodontics post-game show. Chad Zutter, Storm Harmon, our camera operator here tonight. Abby Lake, big thanks to her for helping us out. And we'll wrap up this ball game. Storm will run down numbers first with the Mustangs. 5 for Auth, 2 for Barfnick, 6 for Brooklyn Burt, 19 for Omen, 16 of those in the first half. 6 for Haas and 11 for Greeley. Mustangs, 22 turnovers, and they were 8 of 14 from the free throw line. For the Old Abes, 7 from Shaw, 9 from Ferguson, 3 from Schroeder, 13 from Graham, 5 from Palmier, 3 from Hoytom, 6 from Adams, and 18 from Welsh. The Old Abes, 18 turnovers, and from the free throw line, 16 of 26. We saw Mustangs play phenomenal basketball in that first half. They led at halftime 31-30. That's with Brooklyn Burt sitting on the bench with foul trouble for 15 minutes of that first half. Second half, Old Abes, they started to chip away into that deficit right before halftime. They carried that into the second half, and they just got rolling. And big reason they got that victory here, Storm.
Yeah, some things we learned. A really good fight by our girls again against a really good team from Memorial. Coach Fanning had them ready to go. They didn't flinch, right? I thought there's a nice little run. There's some momentum in the gym here. His girls stayed the course. Battled back that second half, or for end of first half to make it close, and then really went on a run to start the second half. Kind of came down to us trying to find consistent, good quality looks for Omen and for Burt. We just couldn't generate those in the first 10 minutes of that second half. And either turnovers led to nice possessions for them or just shots where we didn't really want them to come from. They were hard to find, I think, in that second half. And that's a testament to the athleticism of Memorial. Again, this is without Kling playing, who is super talented. So they got some real depth. They got a real team here that's pretty special, and you can just see they can attack you in so many different ways. And it wore on us. We were asking a lot out of Greeley, asking a lot out of Omen from the guard standpoint of consistently pressuring the ball, but then also stopping it. And that's where you start to see that uptick of free throws take place and just some clean three-point looks. Everyone knows you get 2 feet to the paint, get a look at the rim, it usually collapses the defense, and Memorial did that more times than we did that second half.
Yeah, and you look at this. Looking at the schedule for both squads here, Menomonie. Now they're gonna play a lot more games on the road to the end of this season. They only got 3 more home games left. We still got a lot of basketball left. And you look at the Memorial Old Abe's. They're the opposite. They got 2 more road games. All they got the rest of the season. Otherwise, they're at home the rest of the way. So we won't see the girls at all. This next week's on Mustangs TV. We'll see the boys against Chippewa Falls on Tuesday, and then on Friday we'll see them against River Falls. So we'll have those calls next week, and that will be Joe and Eric on those calls next week. So we won't see me and you. We won't be back on for about a week and a half here, so we'll have some time off. And any other final thoughts here before we wrap this one up, Storm?
No, who's next on the schedule here? Is that West Salem?
Yes. Oh, for the girls, travel to West Salem next Tuesday, and then they're at River Falls next Friday.
So, the West Salem game, for those that don't know, that's a very good team. Went to state last year. Again, a testament to this challenging non-conference schedule that Coach Swanson has in front of her, and just another team that's going to sharpen them up for that second go-around in Big River's play. So probably good timing for that. But you like these games as a coach. This is a game where you can learn a lot from your team when you play teams that are this talented, and know you're right there, right? You just know you're right there. Just got to clean some things up and then take the next day at hand.
Well, we'll wrap up the broadcast. Thanks again for everybody that made this broadcast possible. We have Tyra Swanson joining us in the pregame show. We had Cortland Greeley showing for our senior spotlight in our halftime show. I'd like to thank Abby Lake for running the camera. Storm Harmon, I'm Chad Zetter signing off. Until next week, you've been watching Menomonie Athletics on Mustangs TV.